Hey guys, how's it going? It's Douglas here at Drownboy Productions, and today we're going to be unboxing and reviewing another Scream production mask. So guys, like I said, today we are going to be taking a look at another mask from an official Scream production. However, first we're going to take a look at this. So I'm going to go ahead and give a shout out and thank you to Chaz Baumgartner for sending me this awesome Scream plush throw blanket. It's a super soft, super cuddly throw blanket. You guys have seen these, I'm sure. Pretty much just a standard graphic blanket with an image printed on it, and this image happens to just be the artwork from the first Scream with Drew Barrymore on the front. This piece is still fully sealed, and I believe these are being released through Spencer's. I do believe it is Spencer's carrying these, so if you guys are interested. I think they're releasing another line of stuff Scream and Ghostface related, everything from hats, backpacks, blankets, I think maybe even a wallet, someone said. But yeah, yet again, Chaz, a huge thank you for the blanket. I would open it and use it, however, we have plenty of blankets, so this will just go into the collection. Now, as for the main piece you're all waiting for, the Scream production mask. This is a production type that I have never owned before, though I've owned something very similar to it, so let's crack this open and take a look. Alright, everything has been cracked open. It should just be the mask in here. I don't think there's any surprises, anything too special or crazy. But this ended up coming to us from special effects artist Gage Munster. And I'll tell you a little bit more about it once it's open. Alright, here we have. And the tag itself was properly protected and wrapped up. Okay. So guys, here it is. I'll show you guys the tag first. As you can see, Ghostface Scream 4 Collector's Edition. And here's the mask, still tagged, with the original plastic packaging that came from Fun World. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I present to you the Ghostface Halloween Horror Nights Actor's Mask. Now, some of you know what I'm talking about, but for those of you who don't, Halloween Horror Nights is an event that's hosted by Universal Studios every year around Halloween, in which they have many different licenses as well as some original ideas turned into attractions and mazes that you can experience. Well, in 2011, Ghostface joined the lineup along Hostel, House of a Thousand Corpses, and John Carpenter's The Thing to receive his very own ride, and yes, I do mean ride. As the Ghostface-themed attraction was called Scream for Your Life, the Terror Tram. In this ride, you would board a tram where your guide would guide you along many movie sets on the way to the set of Stab 8. And during this ride, you're interrupted many times by Ghostface himself or people posing as the Ghostface killer. And also at many different points you do get off of the tram and get to walk around and you're harassed by Ghostface or people just wearing Ghostface masks that might, I don't know, like ring a bell in your face or something. Overall, it was a pretty awesome event, and for this event, Fun World actually created a new version of the Ghostface mask. Here we have the Halloween Horror Nights Collector's Edition mask. But there wasn't just one version, but two separate versions. You had a glow-in-the-dark version, which is pretty much the exact same thing you see here, but with a glow-in-the-dark mask on it, which was available inside of the stores. You could pretty much just pick those up at the park, and that's the version that most people would have in their collections whenever they talk about a Halloween Horror Nights mask. I myself, in fact, used to own one untagged years and years ago, and I can say this, it was one of the brightest glowing masks I've ever owned, and actually a very, very nice quality piece. And then we have the non-glow versions, which are actually a little bit more rare and sought after, as only 250 of them were produced. So the mask that I'm holding in my hands is indeed one of those 250. A majority of the 250 were used by Halloween Horror Nights. Some of those were kept by actors that weren't supposed to keep them, and most of those have surfaced untagged because they were used. However, a very, very small amount of them went unused. And thus begins the story of how we got this. This is one of the unused masks that was given to Gage Munster after he worked for Halloween Horror Nights that year. He wanted to be able to keep some of the Stab stuff, like the Stab 8 shirt or something, but oddly enough, they wouldn't let him keep any of that, but were totally okay with just handing him a bag with, I think, like 20, 30 of these. And throughout the years, Gage has parted with most of those, trading or selling them off to other collectors to help those people out with their collections. and I have never owned one. I never thought I would get the chance to own one of these, and you know, I thought, a lot of people are getting those from Gage, I wonder if he still has any. And I messaged him, and luckily he did still have one left, and it was an absolutely gorgeous copy. As some of you may know, the collector's edition style masks originated with the production masks from Scream 4. The style of shroud and hood that those masks had was super high quality, very, very well done, and much, much better than what was released for the first or second run of the standard collector's edition masks that went to retail. The Halloween Horror Nights masks also feature a much, much better shroud than the standard collector's edition, and these are actually pretty much the closest thing to the Scream 4 production masks available that were ever made. So I want to say yet again a massive thank you to Gage. If you guys don't already follow him on Instagram, please go give him a follow. He posts some really, really awesome stuff. Yet again, he is a sculptor. He is an effects makeup artist. He works in all sorts of Hollywood productions. I'm sure you guys, if you love my content, you would love his content, so go check it out. If you guys happen to have any memories from Halloween Horror Nights, if you got to attend one of these events, specifically the Scream one, or even if you got to go to maybe a different Halloween Horror Nights event, let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. I've never been personally, but I'm thinking about possibly going maybe this year or next year. Anyways, I think that about wraps it up for today's video. I'll leave you guys with some close-up shots, and I love you all. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.